We're live. Oh, shit. Hey!
Hey.
Live, everybody.
Yo.
Welcome back to the Hexagon TTRPG. How's everybody doing?
Swell.
Feeling good.
Swell.
Magic.
Everyone's feeling good, yeah?
Yeah, something makes it good.
Hey, shy. Thank you for 34 months.
Damn, 34 months.
Isn't
I
that
can't
close
believe
to
we've
like
been
3
streaming
years?
that long already.
It's 3
Damn.
years.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Wow.
2 more months, 3 years.
Insane. Shit. Hey, cheers to that.
Cheers,
That makes
buff.
me feel
I'll
good.
choose that.
To shy.
Yeah,
Us playing
just to
D&D.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm your host, Pep. We're here for another episode of Geneset Rising. And I'm joined by my lovely players. We got Brent as Rowan, Bernie as Trevor, Larissa as Ika, Shai as Tessella, Simon as Caspian, CJ as Levi, and Shadim as Wish, who will be joining us later. Let's get a little bit of a recap. What does everybody remember? It's been a while since we last played. At least a month.
And I have November 6th.
Yeah, we were all split up.
Yeah.
That much is
We
definitely
got three
true.
groups.
Yeah, Caspian and Nico were sneaking into the docks to find Zippy's brain, which is in a jar in the
Half his
tower.
brain.
Apparently.
Half his brain.
Because
Yeah.
True.
the hat. His hat is
Yeah.
So, yeah, gonna have to see how that goes.
I have notes.
hear it.
We started with Trevor's date night at the guild.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It says that he helped set the mood with some music.
Absolutely. I think I helped.
Levi
set up
helped.
as
Levi helped with the setup as well. Levi was drunk.
Good milk.
Trevor joined in on the music being played. A dance party ensued with a disco ball. And then Lanmei, who is the date and is the protector of the guild, was kind of the focus. Is that what it was?
She's doing her ceremony or her ritual.
Yeah. She's choosing a ritual. Wish entered the guild. You guys were listening to music and dancing as that all started. And then suddenly the magic changed, turning cold. Wish noticed, but too late, unable to counteract that magic. And then Lanmei's vines ended up exploding everywhere, causing you guys to enter into initiative.
Something went wrong with the core.
Something's going on with some cold magic again. BBG, over at Ika's group, I wrote, she's talking to the red cap Zippy, and they decide to try to stop the red cap experiments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was agreed to meet Larkin in the morning at dawn. Ika and Caspian go with Zippy to the docks to retrieve that brain of his.
Mm-hmm.
We then panned over to Rowan, Tessella, Borbo, and we were at the ship where some crew were throwing stuff overboard. But Gilbert didn't seem very anxious about it, so Rowan was at ease. The captain was arguing with somebody, and as Borbo distracted, Tessella went to eavesdrop, and the captain was arguing with a leader called David Rain. Someone had survived that shouldn't have. And we were going to receive more info the next time. So now.
Yeah, thank you.
What I missed.
Just for a little bit of clarification. So with Caspian and Ika, when they got to the docks or the crude docks, the crude cruiser base, Zippy suddenly got controlled and he ran off. So he got some sort of order, and his mind was taken over, and he took off. And I think I had even mentioned that you, as he ran off, you noticed like a few other of these little red caps kind of rushing through the docks. So they're mobilizing essentially.
Yeah.
And on the ship, it was David Rain. He was having an argument with Captain Baltimore Clipper. And it wasn't the crew members that were throwing things overboard. It was really it was just some Genementals from the island that were sort of paying respects to the people that were on the fortress when the bridge that when it collapsed when you guys first arrived. So they're like civilians. There's just like a bunch of civilians on board. Before the captain suddenly sort of decided, I have something I need to do, and he just like took the ship and started sailing back towards shore. But that's it, I believe. I don't think there's anything else that we're missing. Other than I guess Levi doesn't dance.
Barbara was
Not even
so
here to
sweet and
confirm it.
strong.
Well, Borbo's with you guys with Rowan and Tasela. And we'll just say he's just on the ship and helping out with some of the other crew members.
Did Orsoth go with him, or
No, Orsoth was still with the fisherman boats. He didn't come to the captain's ship. So before we decide which group we're going to pick up with, I think I for that initiative, did I ask you guys to roll last session? You know what? Let's do some rolls now. You know what? Let's start the session with everybody making rolls. So everybody gets to roll. Let's do it.
Even us separated people?
Everybody.
Ooh.
Gasp.
yeah? So what are we
Everyone's
rolling?
rolling initiative. It's just
Gonna be like,
Okay.
get it in the queue.
Number 9.
2.
Nat 1.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But a Nat 1 for 4.
You got a leg cramp. You got a Charlie horse.
25.
Look, I'm old, man.
6, but for 5.
Okay. Remember those numbers because I already forgot them.
Yeehaw.
7, 14, 11.
You're done. 20 minutes, 21. Go to number 9, number 2, number 2, number 2 time.
Sold.
Oh, for the net 20.
Okay. First, I'll just go down the list here. Trevor, what did you get?
I got a 10.
Got
A
a
commanding 10.
10. Beautiful. Levi,
Of course.
25.
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
Speedy boy.
That rogue.
Wish is not here, so I'll ask him when he comes. When he busts. I started from the bottom of the list. Oops. Rowan, what'd you get?
Make me feel good.
5.
5. Tasela?
2.
Started from
2. Oh, God. Borbar is not here, so I will roll. It'd be nice if I had my dice.
Ooh, 6 rhymes.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That flow.
Give this guy a freaking beat.
Boots and cats. And
Boots.
And then Ika and Caspian. What you guys get?
Oh,
Austin makes me feel good.
Oh, that's the cue. Hey. Welcome. I gotta make sure you're actually on stream, which you are not. Let me get you on there.
no.
Right on.
All right. Everybody get ready to say it again.
Island time.
There he is. Welcome.
Welcome.
I got a little task for you.
Good.
Can you make me an initiative roll? Wish?
Oh, I got a 9.
You got a 9. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And Caspian?
Roll a 1
yes,
for a total
yes.
of 4.
Gotcha. Okie doke. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. So let's start with the gang on the ship. Sailing with Captain Baltimore Clipper. As the sails fill with wind at his command, and he sails forward. He's standing at the helm. He's got this kind of scowl on his face. Doesn't look too happy. And by him is Rowan, Tasela, David Rain is there as well. he's a little bit off to the side, but he's kind of just sort of he's just observing. The crew starts to rush top the deck of the ship, pulling out the sails and getting ready. You notice that the captain is sailing the ship towards where you guys just came from, so where the fishermen were. And as he approaches, the ship sort of slows, and he kind of calls out, or actually, Rowan, you're there next to him. He'll go, Rowan, tell everyone to get off the ship. Not the crew. The others.
Hi, Captain. Everyone off! I'll project, almost do like a bat in my wings, just kind of ushering everybody off of here.
Yeah, everyone. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? A few other crew members kind of walk up to some of the people and start telling them, "Well, we're heading back to shore, but the captain wants everyone off the ship." So people start to they're sort of just standing there. They don't really know where to go. You're still out in the middle of the water, but there's a bunch of fishing boats sort of out nearby now. And you hear one of the fishermen sort of call up and go, "What's all this about? What's going on?" And you see that there's these fishermen have now like cast nets into the bloody water and are like kind of scooping up all the like dead fish bits that got shredded up in the elemental that you guys fought. And they're kind of just like scooping it all up onto the decks and putting them in barrels and stuff like that.
Free chum.
Free chum.
That's good eating.
Captain, what would you like us to tell them?
Get them on the boats. I'm not going to have any civilians aboard.
Oh, this is a non-civilian matter. Everyone, get to the fishing boats. I mean, how do the fishermen feel about this?
Yeah,
so we're
one of
just
them goes like,
picking the crew
"Wait,
off.
what? We don't have. How many people do you have aboard? We don't have that many people." And the captain goes, "Shut your trap and take them already." And they're just there, like, okay. And then you hear another voice as one of them, not the fisherman, but Orsoth is aboard one of the ships. He kind of will float up onto the deck. And he goes, "What's all this now? We're trying to get rid of all these people. I don't want them in any danger." All right. And he kind of looks and he goes, "There's not too many here. You've got enough space. Let's get these people off. It'll only take a few minutes." And some of the fishermen just kind of like nod when Orsoth says that. They seem to respect him as a fisherman. So they sort of agree. And people will begrudgingly, maybe kind of a little bit, carefully go over to the edge. And there's kind of a little bit of a rope ladder that's like tossed over the side. And people can kind of begin to make their descent onto some of these other ships. One of the larger fishing boats comes over to one of the sides of the boat and makes it a little bit easier for people to just kind of drop down. Orsoth just starts scooping some people up under his arms and he just kind of like floats over to the boats and starts putting them down. And at this point, as all this is happening, it'll take like a few minutes, maybe like 15 to 20 minutes. David Rain does approach the captain and try to get a few more words in with him. And so you notice that he's kind of like talking to the captain, but he's not really like exclaiming anything. He's not really like talking very loud. So
Okay, so I thought you were gonna go into what they were saying. Now, Tassel's gonna be right there.
okay.
After hearing what she just heard, she's gonna want to hear this shenanigan
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
so-
I almost want to help you by just ushering more people. It's like I see Tasela kind of close by listening in, so I can just keep getting people off the boat as fast as possible to achieve whatever the captain needs achieved.
Yeah, so go ahead and make me just like a persuasion check, Rowan. And Tasela, you're there, so you do hear David. He goes up to the captain. He's like, Baltimore, are you really going to do this? He goes, I am going to do it. And you took too long enough letting me know about all this. All right. Well, if you're going through with it, then I can't stop you. You should let me help. 'Cause I don't want your help. Well, I'm on your ship and I'm not getting off. So we don't really have a choice. I'll help you. That's fine. Do whatever you want, huh? But you know what you're getting yourself into, Captain. You're going to sail right into there. I'm going to bring the ship up close. And my crew is going to man the cannons. And we're going to blow that place to smithereens. Well, I figured. All right. All right. You're free to do that, Captain. Captain kind of just gives him like a little bit of a look. After the argument they had, I think like you can kind of see that maybe he's taken a little bit aback by this, that David is kind of being very cooperative. Yeah. And during this, I think there's just like a bit of silence. David's going to kind of go down and he's going to speak to some of the people who are maybe a little bit, more reluctant to get off the ship, and he's just going to sort of try and convince them. Rowan, what'd you get?
A 14 total.
14. Yeah. So I think people, it's like it's not really like, I think some of the Genementals, they see you and you're quite this like imposing figure, and maybe to like most people it would be more intimidating, but to them I think it's a little bit comforting. Like a lot of Genementals are very large in size, and so it just kind of like gives them the sense of like, oh yeah, we should be listening to this guy, and so they just kind of cooperate and get off the ship in a timely manner. And very quickly, once everyone is off the ship or all the civilians are off the ship, the other crew members are already kind of like getting into position on the ship, and the captain will go, all right, everyone to your battle stations. And there's a few that kind of like go below deck, and you can hear the sounds of the cannons being like loaded into position in the portholes, and they're getting ready.
Tasela, did you overhear what the captain was saying? What are we fighting? What's happening here?
We're going to take the entire crew and blow up an entire. I didn't write it down, but I forget. It was like blow an entire place up. It's just. I don't know what he could be going for. And I guess, do I know David Rain aside from this, or just from his presence on the ship? I guess
you don't necessarily know him like personally, but Nan is or has like dealt with him quite a bit. Like they talk because David Rain is sort of the leader of the High Wind Corps on the island, or at least here at the port. So he's kind of like an important figure, but yeah, you're not necessarily. Well, give me like an intelligence check or like a history check. And we'll see like how much you know about him.
it's I know his name.
What'd you get?
Oh, I guess you're not hearing the number 8. The number after 7.
Oh, so yeah, no, I didn't. I think it cut out for some reason.
Okay.
That could be
Yeah,
any
with an
number.
8, you just know that he's a leader of the Highwind Corps, and you know that the Highwind Corps is kind of like this research. It's like an organization that's focused on researching like magic and um, like plants and animals and things on the island. So they're not like really this big, powerful militaristic force. They're more of like a scientific organization that has been on the island for many years.
Yeah, so I just be like, and David, he also was being very shady earlier, and so I was gonna get like right up into Rowan's ear, and I don't know if I told him this already, but like when he was in the captain's quarters earlier by himself, he like was talking to himself and saying that he needs to mobilize sooner, and there's somebody gonna meet on the shore, and I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't seem right. It seems like suspicious, I tell you.
I have a bad feeling about this. We should maybe gather the other powerful fighters that we've left ashore. What is the captain starting to angle the boat in any one direction? Can we kind of get a bead on where we might be in a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the sails fill back up with wind, and the captain starts sailing the ship off, and it's going. It's kind of like pointing towards the shore, but it's really angling itself towards the crude bruiser base.
Well, if this angle of the ship is any indication, it looks like that's the area that we're going to be attacking, I guess. Gisela, do you have any long range or ways to communicate with the others?
I can fly really fast. Maybe not as fast as you and she'll like do like a once over your many aspected body. You can swim, fly, and do all the things. But I can swim.
Let's see.
I can fly. I mean,
how fast do you fly? I only fly 25 feet around.
specific.
Precise.
It's half of my walking speed, right? So 20.
Well,
But I also have Misty Step. I can Misty Step through the air.
that's pretty. That's instantaneous. I'm loath to lose you. I feel like whichever of us leaves, the ship will get to the hangar before the other has a chance to assemble the others. And we have strength in numbers here. Now, I trust the crew, but I know that certain of us are more inclined to violence. Like flex my fist full of claws. Fine, let us stay here, and we'll keep an eye on this David plane. Let's not be too obvious about it.
It's the captain why we're doing this. So he likes you. He's talking to you. I'm just gonna over there, and she'll just like point in a random direction and be like, "It'll be fine."
Okay. I hope it is fine. Then he will make his way. I mean, Rowan is kind of like what you would call a float, right? For the most part, in terms of the ship, since he's a medic. So I think it's like anytime someone needs like an extra hand, he'll go on and help at that station or whatever they do. But for the most part, I think he's the poop deck scrubber. So that being said, I think I will head towards the captain if possible. But instead of engaging him right away, I'd really like to take a moment to, like, does he look like he even wants to be engaged? How focused is he right now? Like, is he emotional?
He's got this it's a different look than what he typically has. He's usually pretty maybe carefree isn't the right word, but he's kind of like in his element at sea. And he just like enjoys the aspect of like being out on the water in the open air, and admires all of it constantly. You know, he's a little bit like almost like romantic about it. But this is kind of feels like the opposite. He's got this very stern, focused expression, and just like, you know, laser focused on the shore. Like you feel like you wouldn't be able to stop him even if you like tried. You know, like there's something in his mind that he's gunning for, yeah. So maybe it's a bit of a different expression than you're typically used to seeing on his face.
Yeah, so I think I'll kind of like pass near you to Sella, kind of, you know, still being surreptitious a little bit. Just, it's not a good time to talk with him. I think we just have to trust him for now, but there will come a point if we end up blowing things up, or we'll just have to watch his back. If you're okay with that. I know it strikes Rowan for a second. I know you're not part of the crew typically, but I do feel a closeness with you, Tessella. Both Genementals, both tapping into a primal instinct. I feel as if I can count on you.
Casella will give a very tiny salute. Genementals stick together, you know?
Aye. All right, I guess we go about helping with the ship, making sure things are good, and keeping an eye on this David. I want to, if he's gonna get on a call and just be like, you know, like attack the ship. I'm watching this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's he's. Give me an insight check.
Oh God. Okay. I'm not gonna roll physical dice. Let's go. 18.
18. Okay. I think there's kind of like a bit of a similarity between the expressions of the captain and David Rain. David, though, is kind of walking quite gracefully, sort of by the edge of the ship. And him too, he's kind of like looking out at the shore, but he's not really looking at the crude bruiser base like the captain is. He's kind of just like scanning like the shoreline essentially. And every now and then he'll kind of stop and just like pause for a moment. And you catch him doing like this kind of thing with the side of his temple where he kind of like rubs it every now and then like walks a little bit more. Yeah, he's being being a little bit suspicious, but it's because he's doing like he's behaving in a way that's like a little bit it's just kind of strange, you know. It's not there's like all this hustle and bustle with all the crew members and stuff, and like he's just like almost in his own world kind of doing his thing.
Yeah. Well, I think nothing enough for us to seize upon right now. Also, I think because Rowan does have a fairly good wisdom, so I think there's something here where this guy is not part of the crew. He doesn't have a job on this ship, so it's like, yeah, he looks a little bit suspicious staring at, but he also has nothing else to do at all. Yeah, so I think we leave him be as we zero in on what it is the captain needs done.
All right. Yeah, and it doesn't take long with the force of wind that is propelling the ship forward for it to get, quote unquote, into position. It kind of suddenly takes this sharper turn as it comes to almost like an abrupt stop. The captain has this clearly supernatural control over the boat with the elements. And it stops there, and he just calls out to the crew members below deck, and it's like you guys are broadside with the crude bruiser base, and and he just goes, "Open fire!" And you hear like a bunch of cannon shots. Like without hesitation, the crew members just begin to fire off in the direction of the base. And within seconds of like the first cannon fire going off, you guys hear this kind of like a little bit delayed ringing of these kind of like almost like alarms and bells on the shore, as the cannons are still like the cannonballs are still midair before they finally touch down, and you see these explosions at the base. And out from some of the smoke, you do notice some boats begin to pull out from those docks and begin to approach the Curionimbus. We're going to move over for now, over to Ika and Caspian. And this is taking place, a little bit before the cannonball bombardment. So we're just taking a little bit of a, we're going back in time a little bit here.
That's good, because that's where we are.
That's where you
Yeah. Totally gonna play cool, not knowing this.
Yeah. We should
no
not
one's
be
gonna
rushing
freak out.
at all.
It's fine.
Yeah, and so you guys just got like to the top of there's kind of this it's a raised dock platform. You guys have to like walk up some stairs to get there, and Zippy just took off. He just took off. You see a few of these other red caps kind of darting between people and rushing out like into the alleyways and disappearing out of view. It happens really, really quick. What do you guys do?
Can we like spot the direction that they're going?
Yeah. You see
Like,
Zippy
more like towards
kind of like
the city,
rushes
or
forward,
like,
and you like wait, what was that?
like more towards the city, or more towards like the water, like which?
They're climbing
No, it's just because like you guys just got into like the base, and so they like he ran further into the base essentially. He's like just like
Into the base, okay.
dashing through. Yeah.
I guess let's follow him inconspicuously.
But I think we need to find the tower as well. Is the tower in that direction?
You do not. I mean, Zippy had pointed out the tower, and it's more like because there's kind of this central building. It looks kind of like a bit of a boathouse / warehouse, and it has like it's not so much a tower. It's more like almost like an observatory at the top, and it told you that's where like the laboratory is, and so you do have a clear view of it from here. It's really like the tallest building in the base, so it's easy to spot. And but there is kind of like a bit of a like what would it be called? Like a favela? Is that the right word?
What?
Just kind of like
Yeah, like a
buildings like stacked on top of
yeah.
each other kind of thing. Yeah, this place is like it's crude, so it's like
Like a shanty town.
it's like a shanty town, exactly. Yeah, a shanty town. And you see the red caps kind of like they're darting into like the thick of it essentially. So it's definitely in the direction of the laboratory.
Oh, I mean, as long as it's on the way, I don't see why not. But we can't forget what Zippy wants us to do.
Right. I mean, he must have known what could have happened if he came with us, so he must have expected this, right?
Of course, I don't believe he has a say in what is happening to him currently. That's why he wants to get rid of it as quickly as possible.
Right. All right, let's keep on going.
Right. Lead the way. I'll follow.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna make our way towards the tower.
Okay. So give me a survival.
I will survive. Ooh. 18.
18.
Oh, that's surviving.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Not
do
having, but surviving.
That's
four. Yeah,
not
well, you're following Ika, so you're good. You're
Nope.
good.
Yeah.
Need hold my hand. This way.
Oh no, I'll just slow you down. I'll get there. Don't worry.
So you clock where Zippy kind of like turns down one of the alleys, and so you start to follow him. And as soon as he kind of like turn the corner, you catch just like a glimpse of his red cap, kind of like darting down around another corner. You kind of like quickly, try to keep pace, and then you see there's like 12 of these red caps, and they're all scaling this sort of like main building with the observatory on top, or the laboratory. And they're not even going into the building. They're just kind of like jumping up onto crates and boxes and things, and like climbing up pipes, and they're just scaling it like little spiders, and they're just moving very uncannily. You get a glimpse of a bunch of these. Some look fresher than others. Some, their skin has just like gone completely gray. You're not even sure if they're really like alive anymore. Others, like Zippy, still look pretty like youthful, I guess you could say.
No.
And yeah, and so
their
like
skin.
maybe either way. So they're just kind of like they seem to all be sort of moving towards the same place.
Is there any like sign of like a door or something to like? Because like I don't mind climbing stuff, but I'm a little weird for Caspian.
I can make it.
You sure? If you know what, you can do it. Let's do it.
All right.
Tap into your youthful magics, your youthful spirit. Yeah. Let's
Okay.
climb this thing.
All right. So I believe for you, climbing isn't really an issue, Ika. For Caspian, though, I will have to ask you to make an athletics check.
Fantastic. I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Can I help him with like tying like a lasso around him?
Yeah,
that,
sure.
Like, I can lead the climb.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this might help us a bit.
Is it athletics?
Athletics, yes, please.
Okay. So that's a 12.
12. Okay. So that's not a problem. I think you're able to climb after Ika, and I think with the rope too, it makes things a little bit easier. Definitely not as quickly as Ika is able to, but I think like you notice the red caps are, because they're all sort of moving towards the same location, which seems to be the main building, or maybe even the laboratory. I don't know. It's not too worrisome. Like they're not all just disappearing from view. Even if you take a little bit of time to do this, there's more that seem to be appearing and like moving towards the same place. You do notice, however, now that you've started to climb, that there's a little bit more commotion than just the red caps. Can you guys both make me perception checks?
Tan.
10.
I'm a little too focused on getting us safely up there.
14.
14. Okay. Yeah, you notice that the pirates, the ruffians here that seem to be like working or just kind of like exist here within the base, they are like coming in and out of buildings. They've got supplies and things that they're carrying over to the docks and bringing them to ships. And from like kind of the vantage point that you guys have, you can see that they are loading things up. It seems like they're loading up cannon, ammunition, and they've got like all sorts of firearms and things and swords that they're kind of carrying with them. And they seem to all be mobilizing.
This is like later on in the evening, right?
Yes, it's quite late.
I guess depending on how far Ika is away from me climbing, Caspian will just be like, it seems a bit late for them to be rushing around so much. They're preparing for something. I'm not sure what, but I don't think we want to be here when it happens.
I agree, but also, is it really unusual for essentially a gang to be working at nighttime?
Well, I've more figured they'd be drinking around this time.
Fair point.
Not loading their ships and looking like they're ready for a fight.
Right. I guess keep our eyes and ears out.
Yes.
Can we
don't
like
think-
see how many ships roughly are being?
There's quite a few in the docks. There's 2 larger ships that are clearly visible, and there are quite a number of other smaller boats that you can't see too well because the docks are kind of like these. It's like 2 levels. So the larger ship is sort of the deck of the ship is lined up with the upper deck of the docks, and then there's like a lower dock with like the smaller boats.
Gotcha.
But it seems like both levels are just as active. And you know, you're not just seeing this happen too. They're all kind of like calling out to each other, and there's quite a bit of action going on. So
Okay. I think that I would have been even more worried if they were
in
just doing
pure
this in
silence. Yeah,
silence
no.
and deadly
They're being
serious.
pretty loud and boisterous about it. Like they're not being very careful either, and I don't think they really have any reason to be. You know, these are mostly criminals and pirates and things, so they're quite rough around the edges.
Ruffians.
There you go.
Caspian will keep an ear out in case one of them lets slip something that like clues them in on what might be happening or what they're preparing for.
Man, the ships are under attack by the courier Nimbus.
Oh, I mean, look, some of them might be that
Yeah.
blunt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not word for word, but definitely they're preparing for some sort of battle.
Right. If they're preparing ships for battle, you again might want to not be flies on a wall, as it were. Might want to be on something solid when that happens.
Well, hopefully they're fighting at the sea and not here.
Right, but stray cannonballs have a way of flying into buildings.
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, huh?
Oh, I'd like to cross a bridge right now and not be scaling a wall. Trust me.
I'll cut the rope for you if you want. You can head down. You don't have to follow.
No, we're already halfway through. I don't want to fall.
So let's keep on keeping on. We got no other way to go but up.
All right.
I'm all too aware.
The 2 of you continue to scale up, and it's not too bad. Like because of the shantytown nature of it, there's quite a lot of footholds and places for you to kind of rest and find more comfortable ways up to the observatory. And I'll say that you guys you eventually get to the top, and you're there. It is an observatory. There's a large kind of glass, rounded glass pane window, and it does look like there might even be a telescope or something that can kind of peek out from inside of it, but it is currently closed.
I guess let's duck and whisper near the windows.
Right, or should we go around and see if there's a door inside into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Skirt the building and try and see if there's a doorway.
I've detached the rope at this point.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like you don't find a door, but you do think that you could probably get one of these windows open. And while you're at it, though, can you both make me another perception check as you are able to get a glimpse inside?
11.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, okay.
I'm too short.
Ika,
for windows.
yeah, you look.
I'm on your shoulders trying to open the window, and that's why I can see it.
Yeah, you've got like a really dirty window pane that's kind of just like completely like fogged from the inside that you can't really like see into. And then Caspian on top is looking, and you find a window that looks like it could probably like sort of fold outwards towards you in a way. And as you're kind of taking a look inside, you see these red caps. They're rushing kind of in, and then kind of all lining up in rows of like groups of 3, essentially.
Look for number 9.
That's only going to be on the plate by the brain. All I can see are red caps right now.
Assuming they're lined up in order. Alphanumerical.
My eyes aren't what they used to be. I can't read the small number on the base of their skull.
Just get the bodies. Oh, let me do it. Can I climb on top of
2,
them?
3. Oh.
Sure.
Climb on top, look for the 9th one.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like your eyes are doing too good either. As you peer in, it's difficult to see any numbers per se, but you do notice all the red caps are kind of like lined up, and they're just kind of like motionless. They're, another one will come in and kind of get into line and then just kind of stop there, and then all of a sudden it's like even they're like heaving chests as like they've been rushing and climbing like little madmen. They just kind of like stop.
Are they? You said they're like rows of 3.
Yeah.
So 3, and then the middle 3, and then the last 3, and the last gnome should be number 9.
Oh well, no, they're in groups of 3, but there's more than just the 9. There's a good maybe there's like 21 in there right now.
Okay.
Well, how do you know which group is the 1, 2, 3, and which group is the 4, 5, 6?
I guess whichever way they're facing. I mean, are we a society that reads left to right or right to left?
Maybe we should just get inside.
I think that's a better idea.
Can you
Climb back down?
lean? No. Use the lean in. Lean the window. Open it.
Oh, okay. Quietly, we will. She's like, can slowly open the window.
Yeah, go make me a stealth check.
Oh boy.
I'll give her guidance.
Okay.
Oh, does that mean I get to reroll?
It's an extra D4.
An extra D4.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get that D4. So 8 plus 3. Yay. 11.
And 11, okay. Yeah, well, you predicted it. The window does go. It kind of needs a little grease on the hinges. And you look at the red caps, and they're completely motionless.
There's no one else in there, though, huh?
There's no one else.
Okay. Well, I did it.
All right. Let's try and make a little less noise
Good idea.
as we're inside. I guess we'll try and clamber through.
Okay. Yeah. Caspian, make me a stealth check as well, just for general stealth here.
Okay. That's a 14. Wait, no, I have advantage on stealth. Never mind. Give me a second. 16.
I have a +4. How am I getting these low ass rolls?
So who goes in first?
Well, I guess you could just opened it,
Yeah.
so
All right.
I guess she does,
Stumble
and
in.
then Catherine.
Yeah, you do make a little bit of noise.
Close it
The
out.
window makes a little bit more creaking noise as you crawl in. And when you get in, it's it's pretty easy to get in. There's kind of a table like right at the window, so you can kind of like step onto it and drop down. But you immediately get hit like as you crawl in with this kind of foul stench.
Golly.
Is
What
it
is that?
formaldehyde?
Yeah, it's like it's a little like rot. It's like rot,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, not pleasant.
Yes.
And I think you
I know the smell.
immediately clock too that there's aside from the red caps, which the smell could be coming from, there's on one of the far walls like these lined up cages, and they look disgusting. There's all sorts of refuse, and there's even just like bones and like decayed bits of flesh. You don't know if it's human or animal. Just things kind of left behind. The place is a mess too. The desk is covered with all sorts of strange tools, and all the tools look like they haven't been washed. They have dried blood and other sorts of dried fluids on them that you wouldn't be able to really identify at a glance. And there's a large contraption hanging from the ceiling.
Of course. Not an evil contraption.
Definitely not evil.
It wouldn't happen to be some sort of air vehicle, would it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because if he was saying that he was trying to make an airship, so like, I was like, oh, well, maybe it's here. This is where he's keeping it. But, okay.
Do we recognize this contraption in any way?
It looks like some sort of claw.
Okay. Claw machine. Claw.
Oh, maybe it picks the different red caps.
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right. Do we see anything resembling a shelf with brains?
How big is this laboratory?
It's about 60 by 60 feet.
Okay. It's not too big, so
It's
got to be
not too
within
big, but
island.
it's still pretty sizable. Yeah, and you do notice that there are a number of these sort of metal cabinets, and they all have these like large padlocks on them.
Well, that might be a good bet.
Yeah, let's see if we can maybe take a peek inside somehow.
Well, I think we would just have to try and open them and see what is inside.
Is there any keys on the table that we stood on?
Go ahead and make me either a perception or an investigation, please.
Oh, definitely investigation. Come on. Oh, you son of a bit. What the fuck? No, it's a nat one.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. You look on the table, and the tools and things that are on here. You see, like one of the tools that looks the most recognizable to you. It looks like some sort of almost like a wire saw. But other than that, like everything else, like just by looking at it, it looks like some sort of really grotesque contraption. And you see something amongst those contraptions that it's got like this silver ring, and attached to it is kind of this strange cog looking thing that seems to be like hooked onto it as if it was a keychain. But that's the only thing that you see that would resemble a key.
Well, nothing but a whole lot of hooey here.
Do there happen to be any thieves' tools potentially lying around? We're in a den of thieves, after all. Maybe someone misplaced theirs.
Well, go ahead and make me the perception or investigation as well.
Cool.
I swear to God, we get to
No. I got perception. I'll use investigation because it's a little bit higher. So 23.
What the fuck?
Holy shit. Okay. All right. You see actually that you're looking for like lock picks and things like that,
Something to help me open, because like if she can't find the key, he's like, okay, well, if there's no key, maybe I can find something else that can help me like jimmy the lock.
Yeah. I think you just like recognize that there's nothing like small that would work like that on the padlocks, but you do see that some of these tools might be able to get the job done. So you see a number of things with kind of like relatively sharp edges, or like almost like a set of bolt cutters kind of deal that you could probably use.
Instead of bolt cutters, we'll just use
Yeah.
Well, but anyway, they look like bolt cutters. Okay, everything here is a little bit weird. Okay, I just want to make that
Alright.
very
Oh,
clear.
23. I think he knows what bolt cutters.
I'll take the bolt cutters, please.
Yeah.
I don't know the bolt cutters.
Yeah, no, I'll grab a couple, gather up a couple tools that look like they might be able to do the job and attempt a roll, I guess, to get into the padlocked closet.
Yeah, I'll list out a. Let me actually.
Is there a door around that I can keep an eye on at least?
Yes, there is. There's one door that
useless.
leads into this place, and it's got like a big kind of a classic kind of. I don't know what they would call. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name for it.
Wheel?
I don't know. Anyways, whatever. You'd see it on like a cargo ship or something, you know.
I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'll let Caspian deal with the fucking blockers.
Okay. Yeah, and the whole time, all these red caps are just kind of standing in the room with you guys, but they're just kind of motionless. And you do notice that Zippy is here as well.
Is he the ninth one? Is he like, I'm just curious
Well,
if they're like, if
they're
they
in groups
know
of
on
three,
command.
And if you're looking at them, he's one of the last ones in his group of three.
So they're not even organized in alphanumerical. It's just first come, first serve. There's no order here.
I mean, I guess at that point, what do you expect from a band of ruffians?
I expected more from a mad scientist to at least have them organized numerically.
But maybe it's organized in his own mad way.
He's even madder than I thought.
So, Caspian, you have a number of tools here that you can choose from. There's the wire saw. There's the bolt cutters. There's a. It's kind of like a hand saw, like a spinning, like hand saw.
Sure.
And there's it's like a pair of tongs, but instead of just like clickety clacks at the end of it, it's like these two like hooked, these like barbed hooks at the end.
Calipers.
Okay.
There you go. Now let me Google that.
Just to make sure it's the thing you're thinking of.
Not quite. Not quite. It's like a pair of tongs.
The handsaw could be like an angle grinder.
There you go. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Thank you. Somebody who actually uses
cutters.
tools.
And just so as you know, the wheel that you use to open and close doors on ships is called the dogging wheel.
Oh,
Would never have thought that.
what the heck?
You dog.
Dog on wheel. All right. very cool. Okay.
The more you know.
Yeah. So, which would you like to try first, Caspian?
I mean, I guess I would try the calipers that are not calipers, because they seem to be the ones that can potentially slide into the lock of the padlock.
Okay.
Because you're saying the bolt cutters aren't really bolt cutters.
No, it's like you can tell, like, so when you reach for one of these, you can tell that they're all sort of powered by magic in some way. So it's a little bit of a gamble on exactly how they operate or exactly what they do. But they're shaped like
get a
bolt
better
cutters.
idea.
What was that?
Can I roll an Arcana to get like a better idea of what they might? Okay. Even better, 25.
What?
Oh my goodness, Caspian's on a roll.
Give me my good rolls, and apparently my dice are like, yeah, I like these.
Holy shit.
Can I mention something before all this? I just looked at my inventory. I have these tools.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's looking for shit to use.
You like feel it, you're like, oh.
Yeah. Okay, you better not say anything.
It's way too embarrassing right now to say anything.
Caspian's like so in thought. Like, oh, I know exactly what these do.
I don't want to take a man away from his bolt cutters.
There you go. And Caspian, you recognize that that all of these tools they're like operating tools. They're not
Yeah.
like mechanical tools.
Surgical.
Surgical. Thank you.
Operating
Thank you, my synonym man.
Spinning wheelie thingy.
Yeah, I'm out of it. Yeah, and and you know that with just a little bit of magic, you could probably like activate these, but you're not necessarily sure exactly how effective they will be on something like a lock. So it's still a bit of like a risk.
So that angle grinder's a bone saw?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Bone saw is ready.
I'll still go for the ones that could look like they might be able to fit into the padlock and kind of jimmy the lock inside.
Okay. So you grab it and you approach one of the locked cabinets. There are 3 of them.
Okay.
So which one would you like to open first?
One tool for
Say,
each locker.
like right, middle, left, let's say.
Which one looks more like a 9?
I don't know how to freaking know.
Well,
I'll take the one on the left.
and I should also
Actually, I'll take the
clarify.
one furthest from the actual red caps.
Okay.
Whichever one
Can
that
I
one is.
actually like help with another locker with my thieves tools? Like actually try.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, now that I discovered them, I actually want to try using them.
All right. And so as the 2 of you go to approach, and let me just clarify as well, the one in the middle is a lot larger than the 2 on the right, like on the side of it. But as you guys approach, Ika, you took your eyes off the door for like a second, and you hear as the thing starts to turn, as the door starts to open.
Oh shit!
And we're gonna pause it right there.
Jesus.
And we're going to take a little bit of a bio break. It's almost 9 o'clock already. And when we come back, we'll pick up with Levi and Wish and Trevor at the guild.
Yeehaw.
We'll see everybody soon.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
See ya.
Wait, that's perfect for the BRB screen, actually.
BRB just busting.
God, that's embarrassing.
It just bust.